Guys. So, guys, I kind of want to get on here and just talk a little bit about that movie Straw and my theories on it because that movie got everybody online right now in a chokehold. And everybody's giving their opinions about it, and the opinions could be wrong, they could be right. I mean, it's an opinion, it's not factual. But that movie really kind of sent me. I ain't gonna lie, that movie had me confused. It had me crying because at the end, the end had me really confused, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. But what I got from that movie is y'all gonna be so mad at me. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Y'all, don't be mad at me. That movie was a bunch of bad decisions. And even though I know that people in life really go through situations like that, but I just feel like I didn't like that. I hate that when Tyler Perry makes movies like that. It's always targeted towards black women as if there's not other women out there going through that exact same thing. But also, it's just like, man, when we gonna have some movies with accountability? Because there's so many things like that went wrong in that movie. First of all, why didn't you have direct deposit? And she was living in the current era because, girl, you should have had direct deposit. Secondly, bro, why you let your manager talk to you like that? Like, girl, what? But it also speaks to mental health. I feel like a lot of people make so many piss poor decisions in their life, and then no one tells them, hey, you're doing it wrong, or hey, not really doing it wrong, but hey, maybe you may want to go back to the drawing board and try something else and just to figure it out. But oftentimes I just feel like in life we have to be held accountable, and criticism has to be something that we have to be able to receive, because there's no way that you have one child. I'm sorry. For me, I mean, I'm a mother of seven. There's no way you got one child, and you can't make it work for one child, and you can't figure it out for one child. Granted, it's hard, but there's systems in place. Like the thing with her not having her rent money. Like, I ain't get that. Girl, that woman told you bring that money at 10 a.m. You should have told your employer, listen, I need this. I need to get over here to my landlord, pay this rent. Everybody's mad at the landlord because the landlord did put her out. Granted, the landlord was nasty. But again, why they gotta betray us like that? Like, just so nasty and not understanding. Because I had a lot of landlords in my life, right? Not a lot, but like four. And they have always been like willing to work with me. The only time I don't see landlords really working with you is if you've made so many promises and you just don't come through, or you didn't tore up their property, or But like I was saying earlier, I just felt like the movie Straw. I felt like just so many piss poor decisions. Like, and then it was so out of touch with reality. The cop hitting her car, then the cop being out there. So I'm like, okay, Tyler, I see you want to take us off the drama tip, but yet you don't want to take us off the drama tip. So I see one of my Facebook buddies said, why don't Tyler Perry make movies to motivate men? And again, like, yeah, Tyler, why don't you make movies to motivate men? Because I'm noticing that he always wants to put us in a negative category of black women are always in negative positions, and we're just struggling. Like, first of all, Tyler, black women, we make a way out of no way. But we're about the representation for men, because there are men out there who are single fathers who are going through situations like that. Yo, but there's no, they don't make movies about the men who are trying to do right by their kids and fight for justice to get their kids, get custody, like get rights to their children. Like, Tyler, you made that movie, what's that, Daddy's Girls? That's the only movie you made as a representation of men. Like, men need support out here. Look at all these men who have to go through all of this Me Too stuff. Look at all of these men who have been a victim to systems, and hey, they've been a victim to systems where they're not guilty. Like, why we ain't making movies about that? Why we ain't making movies to uplift men and help men find ways out of the situation that men are in? Like, don't get it twisted. I love women. I'm pro woman, but at the same time, like, I don't never see us uplifting men in movies. The most you see is them putting men in gangster positions all the time, in jail movies. What about the men who out here? I mean, we got the pursuit of happiness, yeah, but I'm talking about some Tyler Perry stuff. I'm talking about some what's his name, Ryan Coogler stuff. Make a movie out here showing the efforts of black men rebuilding Black Wall Street. Like, we have so many black men out here who are heroes, who are exemplary to society. Why we got men movies out there? Not just black men, just men in general. We have a lot of men out here who are heroes. We have a lot of men out here who love their families and make sacrifices. I just really hate that he always just putting out movies to fit narratives of women just always in the struggle. But then women be in the struggle because they have no accountability. Like I said, right? What if Taraji's character, because they ain't show us everything, right? What if Taraji's character was a homewrecker and she was sleeping around, and she didn't got pregnant by this man. The man said, I ain't gonna take care of the baby. And now she out here in this position. What if that character was in that position? Should we feel bad for her? Should we feel bad for her? It's always movies, and ladies, don't get mad at me, but there's so many movies out here that's always putting women in victimhood. We ain't victims all the time. We ain't victims all the time. Women just have no accountability for the pain that they cause themselves. Sometimes women put themselves in positions that they shouldn't be in. Like having babies with men who have no intentions for us, having babies with men who don't love us. I had a baby with a man before who didn't love me, had no good intentions for me, and I was a dummy, and I had to learn the hard way. I had to go through some stuff. But you learn from that. You don't keep having babies with those same type of men. And then oftentimes you see those women keep on going back to the same type of men. And then they keep on saying, oh, my life is horrible. My life is such a struggle. But girl, you didn't learn from the first baby daddy, the second baby daddy, the third baby daddy, the fourth baby daddy. Like, we're supposed to be like, oh, poor you, poor woman. You're a victim because you have a vagina. No. She's not a victim. She's a victim to herself. She calls herself to be a victim because she kept making very bad decisions. That movie, Straw, was bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. And oftentimes, when we don't hold each other accountable and we don't say, listen, at some point you got to get your shit together. At some point, you got to get your shit together. Because you can't keep going through life making this mistake and be like, oh, my bad. Oh, I'm going to learn next time. No, you going to have to be tough on yourself, and you going to have to do better. No one wants to tell these women that, though. Someone had to tell me that. I had a point in my life where I wanted to play the victim. Sometimes I still play the victim. I ain't even gonna lie. I catch myself when somebody says, you know what? You allowing this. You could do better. Why are you sitting here crying when you know how to change the outcome? And when someone told me that, I said, dang, I am just sitting here weeping and I can't get up, grind, or do this. Like, there's ways out of no way. You just gotta be willing to go through the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, people aren't willing to walk through the fire nowadays to get what they want. Look at me, y'all. I'm trying to grow my page. I'm trying to be successful. I don't need to be rich, but I'm gonna keep hitting the pavement. I'm gonna try everything that I can to make it to where I need to be. You know why? Because I ain't got a choice but to. When people know that there's other options and someone's going to come to their rescue all the time, and those are the people who get into victim mentality. They're going to sit back and wait for somebody to rescue them. But the person who's in fight or flight, they're going to get out here and they're going to grind every time, because we ain't got time to wait for nobody to come and save us. We ain't got time to wait for the ship to sink. We ain't waiting for nobody to come save us. We get in flight or fight, and we get the freak out here, and we hustle. The people who want to stay in that victim mentality, they're gonna sit there and wait for somebody to send a rowboat to come and get them. By that time, they done been in the sink because water too cold, life done got too hard. People gotta really, really learn that we can't keep blaming all of our problems on everybody else. We have to take accountability. And here's another thing, though: we got to make sure that when we do need help, we ask for it. Like, we got to be real sometimes, bro. I think the problem is we all had so much mistrust that we don't turn to people and say, "Hey, listen, I'm not asking you for any money, but I'm in a position where my light may be turned off, my water may be turned off. I have no food in my home. I just need to be pointed in the right direction." Some people will wait till the absolute worst to happen before they speak up. And it's because society has deemed it bad to ask for help. It's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's a difference between asking for help and begging. There's a difference between asking for help and saying, "Hey, teach me how to not be in this position again." Versus, "Okay, I just need your help and I'm going to keep doing the same thing every month." There's a difference. Because you have some people who are just lazy and they know there's a system that they can fall back on. They know that there's a family member that they can fall back on. But there's some people out there who don't have that. And those people who don't have that, they're going to get out here and they are going to hit the pavement. But guys, I was just sitting here. That was on my mind. The movie Straw, realistically, I don't see that happening. Secondly, I'm talking about like all the theatrics. Secondly, I felt like, well, you know what? Let me not say that, because we watched where we seen a woman and her family in the van and during the wintertime and her children lost their lives. But I mean, I know it's bad out here, y'all. I mean, I do know it's bad out here, but also it's poor decisions. Poor decisions. Like, there's some people who get out here in these houses, they tear up these people's houses, they don't pay their rent, they be having the money. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna say it. I seen a girl. I'm in the office trying to get some help, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I went to go try to apply for some food stamps, y'all. Got denied though. I ain't gonna lie. Went to apply. I seen a girl sitting there in a $200 wig, and I'm like, okay, got a Louis belt on, a $200 wig, a Louis belt on, arguing with these women talking about, "I didn't get my benefits this month," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, ma'am, why are you wearing a $200 wig? Girl, I can't even afford to go get my hair done. I done went bald and then did my own hair. Like, there's decisions like that. Like, I can't buy a $200 wig knowing that I need to put food in my house. So I'm gonna have some. There was a winter, guys, that I didn't even own a coat, and that was during the pandemic. During the pandemic, when everybody got hit really hard, I didn't even have a coat, y'all, during the wintertime. The furnace went out in our house. I had really was used to getting my nails done and all this stuff. And I done blew through my savings, y'all. I blew through my savings. I had to go get heaters, covers, everything that I had needed to make sure, hey, cowboy, to make sure that my children were taken care of. I wasn't thinking about no nails, no hair, no none of that. Because when you're in flight or fight, you going to make sure your family is taken care of. Some of these people don't get in fight or fight. They just know there's a system that they can go to that's going to be their backup plan. I'm not dependent on no backup plan of a system where I know hundreds of thousands of people are probably going to try to use. I'm going to get out here because I'm able-bodied. I'm from the U.S. I'm able-bodied, NC. I'm able-bodied and I can work. And if I can't work, and I can't do no physical labor, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. My back toe up. But I'm gonna get out here and do some ride shares. I'm gonna go out there and cook some meals. I'm gonna do some hair because I can do hair. I can do makeup. Every skill that I have, I'm gonna put it to use. I can edit videos. I'm great at graphic design. I'm gonna use every skill that I got to make money. There's 1,000 ways to make money. Sometimes you just gotta put your skills to use. Think, how can I do this? Guys, and that's what I'm doing right now. I encourage anybody who's watching my video, if you got a skill set, figure out how to make good use of your skill set and turn it into coins, because that's what I'm doing. I'm not perfect. Don't ever get it twisted. I ain't coming down here and talking about nobody and be condescending. Because, baby, I'm in the same boat with y'all. I'm trying to figure out how to make it to tomorrow, to the next day. I'm trying to figure out how to put food on the table, baby. Paying these bills, paying these car notes, paying this rent, baby. I'm out here just like y'all, struggling, desolate, trying to make it. Some of y'all probably doing better than me, but it's okay because we in it together, baby. But I'm just going to be as real as possible. I ain't going to get on this FBI's internet and sit here and be like, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing perfect. No, I didn't eat yesterday. I'm hungry. you know? But at the same time, I'm going to get out here and grind. Guess what I did? I got out there and grind. I was hungry. Lord knows. I don't know if y'all know, it's about $26 for one pack of chicken here. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to you. $22 for one pack of ground beef. I'm $10 for eggs. Still $10. Those are the essentials that you need to survive. So if I got $100, I'm getting maybe 3 packs of meat. Are you from India? How you doing? And that ain't feeding no family of 6. It's just not. Okay, and I got growing boys. And I'm a wide back. But at the same time, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get out here and I'm going to grind. And the movie Straw, it was relatable, but at the same time, I feel like there was a lot of different options that she had before she went and did what she did. Because I'm telling you, I've been there where my back was against the wall. I didn't have to cry. I had a $1,200 water bill. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Y'all, it was a leak. And if you have a leak, they do not honor talking about they'll give you a credit. They give you a few dollars in credit. They don't credit it the way that they should. If it's up in your yard, you're responsible for it. They only take care of it if it's in the street, y'all. I'm telling you, like, whew, that's why your girl ain't been on here, y'all. Life been happening. Life has been going crazy for me. And I have people I'll be like, girl, you just seem like you just got so much money. Girl, I ain't got no money. I'm broke like you, girl. I'm trying to survive. Baby, I just coupon and make it look good. I got clothes that my sister-in-law done gave the kids, and we done passed that down, baby. I got the same clothes that I've had in my closet for years. I just take care. The thing is, we take care of our stuff. So we always look like, oh, you look nice. You may see some days where I'm out here and I'm just looking desolate, baby. You know, I might go buy me a $4.99 dress and look like $1,000,000. A lot of people do that. A lot of people don't look like their situation. That's why sometimes I feel bad for some people, but then the people who I see is repetition with. And it's not like it's just because they're struggling, they're poor. It's because they're not making proper decisions. Like I told you, like the people I see out there who really be struggling, bro, they take their last dime and put it towards every bill in their house. I mean, every bill in their house and buy groceries, and they don't have nothing else until that next pay. Them ain't the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who have the money to pay the bills, but choose to go get $150 nail sets, $260 worth of hair, or $500 True Religion pair of pants, because the men do it too. I'm just saying, like, you know, we got to hit the pavement. But that's all I wanted to say. I love you guys. It's nice to see y'all again. I miss y'all because, man, I ain't got to chat with y'all in a long time. But anyways, y'all, stay blessed, be great, and remember, men need love too. Respect these men, y'all. These men be going through it too. Let's start getting a movement to create a space for men's mental health. I know that we talk about it, but let's do it, because, baby, listen, I love men. I love my men especially. And if he ain't healthy, I ain't healthy. All right, y'all. Bye.